game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Yellow Jackets offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves.
Turning it on! Doing some serious work on the ground, out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. On the ground, it's Powell. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll try to pass their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Tries again to get it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. On the run, it's Powell. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Boston College's offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass. It's James. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find enough.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that back.
And that's a live ball. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Boston College will send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Hayes. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had.
Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown. Georgia Tech. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's James. Working that left side now. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Golden Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Firing to the right, complete. Enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
Looking left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. On the run, it's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's King. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen screen passes, it just never developed. Line getting set on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Rutherford. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Rutherford. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Using his legs, it's Powell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's King. Fires to the tight end. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Bond. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle. It's McDonald. Bounced off his feet.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tough sliding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. And here comes the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. What a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man, it's James. The screen, he can go. Touchdown, Eagles. A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Steps away. Oh, better look out! Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, because this defense has already given up a lot of yards through the air to this quarterback, they're starting to play back. The guys are dropping in zone coverage, hoping not to get burned. What they're not expecting, though, is for him to take off and running it. When you drop guys out in zone coverage, there's a lot of open space right over the ball. Quarterback saw it that time. The first time in the game, he's decided to scramble, but it was a good decision.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's King. Gets away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The short hands. It's Rivers. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Pulls it in. It's Haynes. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. To dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space is Haynes. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and look for room. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Looking for more room.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Boston College will send out the punt team.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's King. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Haynes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to throw, it's James. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Jones. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab, it's Franklin. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking for a gap, it's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick strike complete. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustaches, fired the completion. And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Wants to return it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll try the run. Oh, it's out! Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game.
Slips a tackle and he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Golden Eagles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Hard in the backfield. It's Rivers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the air, it's James. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Boston College will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the returner goes down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's James. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks, it's McDonald. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
That's caught. It's Bond. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Looking looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bond. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Golden Eagles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Boston College. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Makes the grab. It's Rutherford.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
To the air. It's King. Catch in the middle. It's Rivers. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rutherford. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The handoff keeps working on that clock. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking for a crease to the left. Turning it on. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, and I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in, and that miracle is no longer coming now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, that you're talking about.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Breaks into the open. The tag.
What a big-time run for this offense, a physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Trying to barge their way in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the stomping has commenced. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's James. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan.